everybody. So, the ACT question of the day is a 15-foot supporting wire is attached to a telephone pole 12 feet from the ground. The wire is then anchored to the ground. The telephone pole stands perpendicular to the ground. How far in feet is the anchor of the supporting wire from the base of the telephone pole? Okay, so first off, there's some important facts we need to realize. We see there's a 15, so I just like to highlight the numbers because most of the time in math they're important. So 15. We see that's a wire, and it's attached to a pole that's 12 feet from the ground. Okay, it says the wire is anchored to the ground, and the telephone stands perpendicular to the ground. So perpendicular means it's going to cross and form a 90-degree angle. So it's going to hit the ground, form a 90-degree angle. Here's my ground. There is my perpendicular. It says the telephone pole is 12 feet tall. So we're 12 feet tall. And it says that it's 15-foot supporting wire attached to the telephone pole. The wire is attached to the ground. So we're going from one side, or the top of the telephone pole, down to the ground. Now, I went ahead and included the bottom because when we do perpendicular, it kind of made more sense. But you see that it forms a right triangle. Okay, forms a right triangle. One of my all-time favorite theorems is the Pythagorean theorem. And that's what we're going to use here. And if you're one of my students, you know I absolutely love the Pythagorean theorem. So, Pythagorean theorem says that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So let me change this up here. So a squared, that's in white. That's too thick. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay? If you remember that the legs of a triangle are going to be our A and B, the hypotenuse of the triangle, which is the longest side, is going to be C. So this would be 12 squared plus b squared equals 15 squared. 12 squared is 144. B squared remains b squared. 15 squared, I don't know that one off the top of my head. So I'll grab a calculator. 15 squared is 225. I'm solving for b here because we want to find the base. So we're going to subtract 144. Subtract 144. So that's a 1. Got a borrow there. 12 minus 4 leaves us with 81. So b squared is 81. Take the square root of 81, and we are left with b equaling 9. So this is going to be 9 feet. Now, what I like to do before I finish a question is I like to go back and read my important step. So how far in feet is the anchor from the supporting wire from the base of the telephone pole? So that from here to here is 9 feet. So that would be choice C. Okay. I'm Ms. Hollingsworth. I teach geometry. If you ever need tutoring in any subject, just let me know and we can schedule a date and time. Okay. See you later.